All right, so hopefully we're live here. Oop, clicked on the wrong thing. Okay, so here we should be live. Grab that link, share it in the Discord. All right. Okay, so we're getting settled in here. No rush at all. Got the Great Storm's treasures popping up, and we are live. Okay, so I guess we can look at the bundles really quick. Okay, cool. Obviously, I'm going to assume that one gets the most rewards for everyone per coin. I'm going to assume, but I don't know. Whatever, it's there. Okay. So let's go ahead and check out our mail here. I believe I picked up all the rewards from the. Thank you for that gift. Cool. I think I picked up all the group gifts from Hero Wars Facebook page. Hi, the one. Nice to have you here. All right, so let's go ahead and check out what's going on. Obviously, we have the pet adventure event, right? The solo pet adventure event. I have 16 of these moves. I think we have a couple more. I just haven't claimed them yet because I was waiting to do it for the live stream. So I'm going to probably do that today. Let's see. Spending emeralds, progressing in the adventure, spending energy, pet summoning. Okay, so a couple things that I need to do. No big deal. We'll claim some of these guys. We're a little behind on collecting these guys. First energy collection of the day. A little late in the day, but it's all right. It happens. Okay, so let's claim some of these guys here. Okay, cool. Good rewards there. Hey, Kang, nice to have you here. Appreciate you showing up. How do you like the event so far? I want to know. So obviously we have 2 events going on right now. I'm very curious as to what you guys think of the Pet Soul Adventure because they did rework some parts of it. And hey, Niels from Germany, always a pleasure to have you here. Love it when you love when you tell me where you're from. I totally remember you, so don't worry about it. I got you. But no, that's awesome. Thank you for tuning in. And yeah, so today I will probably be doing a little bit of this pet soul adventure because I haven't completed it yet. Part of that was because I didn't really log in until just now. And part of that was because I knew I was doing a live stream today. So I'd love to know your guys' thoughts so far, how you like the event, how you don't like the event, what you think. Obviously, I kind of think it's different, right, from last time a little bit. And tell me if you think that's better or worse. And I'll share my thoughts as well, but I'm just curious. And then I did finally get the gold ticket pass. I was a little late on that, so I'm going to have to do some quests here as well. Looks like I've already done this because I did do the arena earlier to make sure I got my rewards. Leveling up an armor glyph. Okay, so 2 levels. That might be a little bit tough. Nope, we can do it. So we're going to do 2 levels of armor for Nebula. I do use Nebula quite a bit. So we're going to do that. And then we have open chest in tower. We will do that as well. But yeah, so far I actually really like the pet adventure event. And part of that is because the rewards do seem to be better. Are they actually better? I'm not quite sure, but I'm willing to do some of the math. Where did you find the chest? So I found 2 of them, and they were let me double check. I know I did the outer ring, and I posted it on my YouTube. So let me find it real quick. I think I posted it in my Great Storm video. So after these 5 seconds, I will go ahead and skip to that portion, but I can tell you exactly where they were. Let me just go ahead and find it. So see, it looks like I start going into some of these around here. I also think someone may have commented it. So I believe, let's see, I don't see the comment there. Maybe it's on the other video. I know there was a comment on this because someone commented about having the exact same location as mine. Let's see. No, not there. Huh. I don't see it on here, but I know that there was like it was like the exact same polls. So let me find it. Let me find it. I know there was a couple when I was going around that I was like, okay, the rewards are there. Let me find it. They're definitely in here though. So if I don't happen to catch all of them, there was, let's see, I got how many chests? I got how many chests? I got 3 chests on the outer ring. So let me find where those were if I can. So here's one. This one was at where? Where was it at? Was it 42? Let's see. 42. So 42 must have been the first one. My guess is there's probably 3, and this is probably the first one that I got. So yeah, 42, I got my first one. And then the second one was a little bit later. I remember it was like in the middle, kind of. Let's see. Wait, let me look at that. Yeah, so I only have one there. Let's see. Let's speed it up a little bit. One. So 42. And let's look for the second one here. We already got it somewhere. So here we go. Here's the second one. 42, and then the second one was at, what number is this? We want to know the number, so back up just a touch. So 24, 42 and 24. And then the last one I think was later in the run. So it might be this one right here, 5. 42, 24, and maybe 5. Let's see. It's either 5 or it's the one right before it. So it's not that one. Here we go. 42, 24, and whatever this number is. Let me back it up just a smidge, and we'll know for sure. So 42, 24, and which one's next? 42, 24, and 8. 42, 24, and 8. Those were the 3 where I found the chest for me personally, Niels. So those were the 3. And then we're going to try and do the rest of them here today on the live stream. So we're going to go ahead and figure out, okay, I like increase all healing. The first buff that I picked up, I believe, was physical attack. And we're going to go ahead and try this. So don't want to use that one, use Kark. That looks good. Let's go ahead and try running this. So those are where I found it. So I found it 42, 24, and 8, and that's where I found mine. So I don't know where you will find yours, if they'll be in the exact same spot or not, but that's where I found mine. So hopefully that helps answer your question there, Niels. And yeah, let's go ahead and progress through this adventure a little bit. I know for me personally, last time, obviously the enemies were more difficult to beat. I still had no problem getting to the boss, but when I got to the boss, it took me about 3 fights to actually beat him. So that was a very tough one. We'll see how tough the boss is now, because I know they weakened all the enemies generally, and they made it tied to your team power. So we will see how that goes. I haven't heard anyone say that they've actually done it yet. I'm sure people have beaten the boss today or yesterday, but I haven't heard anyone talk about it just yet. And here we still haven't gotten our 4th chest just yet. So we're looking for it. Not yet. And the cool thing is these chests have anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000 coins. And the cool thing about that is if you get the average, which is 5,000, that is how many coins you were getting before, right? When we were talking about last event, right? We got pet soulstone chests, so that was guaranteed 5. So now we're getting coins, and so it's possible to get more than just 5 pet soulstones because you can go to the merchant and choose something else. So that's pretty cool. I'm definitely going to check that out, and I definitely think I'm going to get a lot of pet soulstones just because I want to complete some of my pets and get them to absolute. Although I do have this like small inkling that there's going to be avatars hidden in those. Well, I'm blanking on the name of it, but in the we'll look at it. It is the name of it is the Storm Legacy chests, and I really want to get those, but I really want these pet soul chests really bad, because I want to complete a bunch of my pets. So I'm like in a catch-22 where like I want both, but I don't know which one I want more of. So probably will go with the pets instead, just because I think they're better value, but we'll see. The trade of action points to chaos particles was not great. I'm not sure about the chest that they put in. Okay, I will show you what I get out of these chest pulls. Um, hey Wally, nice to have you here. Always a pleasure. And I did add you on Discord. I know you sent me a friend request. It's been accepted. Just as a heads up. Uh, Guy Sum, you can see where a chest is in the inner ring. There's a chest. We got one. So now we have 4 total chests of the 6 that we can get. And that was at what location was that? So we got one at 42, 24, and we got one at 8, and then now we just got one at 15. So that was the only one that we've gotten in the second ring so far. I guess second furthest ring, however you want to describe it. So we're moving along steadily here. And I like the 200 coins that we're getting instead of 100 and 120, however many we were getting early on. So here we go. 200 again, that's cool. I like that. Getting low on action points. Gonna have to hopefully get some more, acquire some more, which is gonna be fine. I just did not think that I'd be as low as I am, but that's okay. We'll move up, and let's see. We want to make sure we have a direct line to the boss, so I'm gonna have to go to this one because this one doesn't have a direct line to the boss, but this number 6 does. So we will go to this one to not waste an action point. Don't want to use any more than I have to because every action point counts. And if they decide to do something similar to last time where they cash out your action points for, oh, you can actually buy action points with emeralds. I did not know that. But yeah, so you can actually trade those in for chaos particles before. So I don't know if they're going to still do that. I know they had a live stream the other day. Did not have a chance to catch it, or not the entirety of it at least. So I'll have to look at that again. Oh, we lost. Okay. All right. Okay. So I guess we'll have to pay a little bit more attention here. I'm not sure what happened. Probably going to be this big guy that kind of gave us a little bit of problems. Let's go ahead and switch up the teams. We're going to go Sebastian Jorgen and Faceless. Going to go very offensive. We're not losing this time. And I'm going to pay attention. So we're going to see what's going on here. The other issue with these bosses is Cart doesn't toss them up, so he's less effective generally speaking. Maybe I should have had Jorgen in from the start, and wow, they did a lot of damage, and Cart took a lot of damage there. Not ideal. Sebastian going to help me out. And we're going to have Albus go off as well. And it does look like that dragon is just doing so much, this big guy right here, doing so much damage. I really need Cart to heal a little bit more. Man. Okay. So I'm going to have to figure out a way to do a little bit. Oof. Couldn't quite get him down. It's that big dragon is going to be an issue. Wow. I don't know if anyone else had that issue. Hi, Melissa. Thank you for passing by and coming in. I did have an amazing week, and I hope you did too. Thank you for stopping in. Yep, well, Hero Wars is playing with the extra action points. Okay, so they're trying to figure out what to do with those. Wow, this guy right here is a little bit tough. I guess my cart is not ideal for that matchup, but I really don't have too many other options. I guess I could have put Jew in, but it won't matter after this point. I mean, his health is pretty low already. On the live stream, they said that 1.6 legacy chest per action point, or does that say 1.6? All right, okay. So they'll give you some. Oh, so one action point is 6 legacy chests. Is that what they said? Okay. 32 and 29. So that's where you think the last two are? Okay, all right, okay. You're probably right. So 32 and 29 are over here. That one matchup was really kind of tough. I don't know why, but that dragon was definitely a big hitter for me. So I'm gonna need to get some more action points because that was not super great. I've actually never had that issue before on an adventure, a solo one. So that was a tough one. I don't know if you guys have gotten there, but that guy's tough. It might just because I have a card team though too. Okay. So we only got one action point, is that right? Pet summoning. I don't think I have enough for this right now. That's gonna be an issue. I'll have to pick those up later. Spending emeralds. I don't have enough emeralds either. Okay. So we'll just see if I can at least get we'll pick up the buff. Increase physical damage. Cool. Hopefully that'll make things easier, but dang, that one guy was really rough. Maybe I should have considered going a different route. I don't know. Anyway, we're at 22,000 coins. I believe we can get more. Um, but that'll get me at least, let me do some math here. So 22 times 5. That'll get me at least 110 soul stones for pets. And the reason I did that was because 22 of these chests, and each chest contains 5 pet soul stones. So that is one option there. Okay. I will have to figure out how to go about the rest of that. I mean, I'm going to have to. Oh, 1.6 chests for one action point. You get one chest for action points, you get 3 chests. Ah, okay. I got you. I made a mistake. I got you. So it's about 1.5 chests per action point, roughly. I mean 1.6, but I'm gonna say it's about one. Unless you have a lot of action points left over, then maybe you're good. I'm gonna collect the rest of these tower runs because I need to get some more points for my elemental season because we're working on that. I did finally get the golden pass. Took me a little bit longer than I expected, but that's okay. Um, The buffs are a waste unless you are spending. Okay, fair enough. Probably didn't need to grab that buff, but that's okay. We will figure something out. So yeah, buffs maybe are not necessary. I gotcha. I hear you. Already claimed it though, so can't really do too much about it in hindsight. But I hear you. That probably makes sense. But I also think that if it takes me that many tries to beat an enemy, it might be in my best interest to get the buff just because that was a tough enemy for me personally to defeat. I don't know if everyone else will have an issue, but at least for me personally, looking at that, that was a very tough matchup, and I think that it was in my best interest to grab that physical attack buff because my team is based around physical attackers. So hopefully that just allows me to have an easier time. That one was really tough though. This dragon right here. Well, I don't want to go back, but that dragon was really tough. So I'm gonna have to figure out if that's just like standard for that, or if that was just that one particular enemy. That was a tough one. Okay, let's see. Okay, so we have some chests to open here, and I need to look at my team because I need to. Doesn't look like I could have done too much more other than up the items. Okay, so we need to make Isaac a little bit stronger. And I also do have some of these chests that I can use from our last event, right? The artifacts. So I'm going to go ahead and just split it up into 3 roughly. I'm going to go 40, 40, 40. So that's about 200 each, give or take. And whatever I still need, I will come back for. But let's take a look at that. I'm also going to pull some of these large skin stone chests. I'm going to go with, do I have a preference? I guess I'll just use these because magic attack. I'm still working on my twins. They're pretty far behind, but you got to start somewhere with the twins. And here we're going to level up Isaac a little bit. So that'll get him a little closer to absolute, which is nice. And I'll leave that one alone for now. Might need it tomorrow. Got to go. Good night. Have a good one, Niels. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate it. Means a lot. And maybe you'll be able to come through tomorrow morning because I will be doing a stream tomorrow morning as well because I know people are all over the place and people have been asking for it. So have a good one. Thank you for stopping in. And okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of these pet summoning eggs. I'm going to probably do 5 because I think that will get me at least one more action point potentially. Because if I remember right, it was in sets of 5 for another action point. So, hopefully that'll give me an opportunity to try to progress one more spot in, 10 Albus Soul Stones. Cool. Okay, and here, let me take a look at what I still need. Emerald Exchange, okay, that's an easy one. Upgrade a hero skills. Let's do Dante. Nope, Dante's done. Maybe Ashton Lucas. Let's go back to Ashton Lucas. Okay, we will level that up to close to max. Cool. And then let's see. What do you guys think of the event so far? Have you guys completed it? If you have, let me know. I've been slacking, I'm not gonna lie. So I still need action points. Did we do enough to get 1? We did, we got 1. Cool. Okay, so we got tower, top of the tower. We want to claim these rewards here. Let's take a look at this real quick. So hopefully this one's a lot easier because I don't really see any tough enemies here. That dragon was very tough. Very tough. We will take out Jew and we'll put in Martha. It looks like we're going to be pretty far from getting that ultimate, those last 2 box rewards because you said they were kind of towards the end. So I will have to figure out a way to get the rest of those action points. It might just take a little bit, probably another day or so. And luckily we do have another day in the event. So that was a pretty easy matchup there. No real issues. And we're getting more storm resistance, which is always good. But we're still pretty far. I still need, how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 minimum. So pretty far, but I will eventually get those for sure. And let's take a look. What do I still need quest-wise? So we need to do some guild dungeon battles to get some more points. So I'm going to go ahead and just skip them because, quite frankly, I don't like taking too much time in the dungeon on stream. And I'll have to do a couple, I think, probably by myself in terms of manual matchups. So this is not the best use. You should not be using your cards for Titan fights generally. But if you're in a rush and you don't feel like doing it, you can do it. It's an option. It's just not the ideal way of going about it. But this is just what I'm doing for right now because I really just want to complete that task on stream as quickly as possible. So that's kind of why I'm doing it. It's not the most effective, but that's what I'm going to do for right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and go through this. But I kind of like the way that Hero Wars has restructured the rewards. I don't know how I feel about the chests just yet because I haven't opened them, and I'm very curious as to what is really in those. Again, why am I blanking on them? Like the storm chests that they have in there? I think those are cool. I just really need the pet soul stones most of all. Like I need my pets to get to absolute. So need about 11 action points. I hear you. I hear you. Yeah, I feel like they kind of. It's just like 80 opening 80 of those eggs is kind of a lot. And so I'm just kind of like, dang, how am I going to do that without having to spend emeralds? I feel like if I had the emeralds, I would spend them. Like, sure, because it'd help me out in the event. But I don't have them right now. So kind of trying to think how I can go about getting enough. Yeah, I think that's the best move, honestly. You should probably only use the dungeon cards for your actual hero fights because those ones are kind of like you don't need them. But I'm just kind of being lazy, and at this point, I'm just kind of carding everything. Not the ideal move. Not the ideal move. I'll be honest. Not the ideal move, but just what I'm doing right now because I think I just completed the task, but I'm just going to use all the cards anyway. But I do recommend if you're going to do it, do the dungeon. You want to play it manually. Um, but okay, there we go. We're pretty much done with this guy right here. And I like to always end on one, so I don't want to end at this point in the dungeon. We want to move along, and we want to at least complete this one. So this will probably be a manual fight, although not really manual because I'm just going to auto it. Because I don't think, yeah, the heroes aren't even absolute yet, so nothing really to fear. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this, hopefully. Ah, it's buffering. Why? Too many matchups too fast. No, I'm kidding. Let's refresh the page. I don't know what's going on here. Hey, 3v1, nice to have you here. Always a pleasure. I am doing pretty well. I am doing well. It's nice to be able to have some fun playing Hero Wars and enjoying this pet adventure event. I really kind of needed it. My pets are really kind of, I don't want to be like they're falling behind compared to some of the pets on my server, but a lot of people are starting to get absolute, and as you can see, I'm pretty far off. So this is definitely an event that'll help me out with that. Didn't look like we got any energy. Oh, we got some energy, which is helpful because I'm trying to get as far as I can without having to spend emeralds because I don't really want to have to do that if I don't have to. Let's claim some of these guys. Hopefully you are doing well as well 3v1. So hopefully you're hanging in there and tell me what you think about this event. So far I think it's intriguing. I don't know if it's better yet, but I do think the rewards are different. And I haven't had a chance to look in the Storm Legacy boxes. I'm really curious, but at the same time, I do need the pet soulstone chests because my pets aren't absolute. So yeah, it's kind of where I'm at with that. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. I think I finished this last quest for Elemental Season, so we are officially done with across the board. And I'm saving these pet soulstones for a future event. Hopefully, we have something that I can actually utilize those. Otherwise, I'll just grab them before the event ends in 19 days. But I think that's like 2 more weekends at least, right? So I'd say there's a good chance that we have an event that uses soul stones. So I'm just going to keep those active. I know I could have used them last event, but I didn't need to, so I did not. Okay. And I need to get to at least 50 to make sure I can get this totem for my squad, right? So I think we're on track. We're on track there. Airship, we did every expedition other than this one, so that's good. Merchant, we're looking good here as well. Let's take a look. Outland, I'm still behind in Outland. I should be done with all of them, but I still have not completed all the heroes that I need for these specific bosses. I mean, Alyssa's done, right? I used Kira and Ju. That was pretty effective. Boxes are good if you have all pet gems required to max out. Okay, cool. I don't really see, I mean, maybe I'm just like lame, but I don't really see a point in getting these. Like I don't see, I mean, I guess maybe some of the bigger ones are maybe worth it, but like the small ones, I feel like you could just use the chaos particles and just use those because the bigger ones you actually do need chaos particles and you need a lot of them because you'll see here I'm working on my Albus a little bit, and you can see like just this one portal is going to probably require at least 50, right? And I think later on it might be 100, but this one alone is going to cost me 50 times 125 chaos particles to just charge it completely. And these other guys, I mean that one's only 100, but it's just like some of these guys are really really tough to charge. So these two right here are going to be tough, and I'm sure that in the future they'll be equally as tough. So like some of these other ones are not as big of a deal. And you can see Merlin just needs 2 more levels, and then I'm done with the pet potions, and I won't need those anymore. But I still am pretty far off from getting absolute. The only one that I got absolute so far is Mara, and that's because I happened to pull her in the pet summoning. So that was a fluke, kind of lucky, but I'll take it. We're gonna go ahead and just raid this guy here. Hopefully get some eggs. Probably won't, given my luck, but that's okay. We got some chaos particles instead. Not the worst thing ever, not the greatest thing. It's okay, it happens. We might get one more egg, so that's cool, but I don't think I can do anything with it right now. Level up Titan artifacts. Okay. Not that one. We want to. I guess we'll level up Mary a little bit here. Just this last skill. I'm not going to go too hard because I might need it in the future, but we'll collect that 400 essence of the elements. And okay, cool. So I know the boxes do contain more. They contain chaos particles, pet potions, but I'm not sure if they contain any avatars. I think they do, but I don't know for sure. So, you know, we'll see. We'll see. I'm definitely contemplating it. Let's see. So we're gonna claim that. I like this item as well. Chaba, the only real counter to Aurora, right? So I'm gonna make a video on that probably later tonight. Some people were asking me about countering Aurora. She is a pretty tough hero to counter. As far as I know, there's only one solid counter, and other than that, I'm not really sure. The emeralds, not worth it. They don't come max out because, but I will say it's somewhat good for players that can't reach higher levels of the pet upgrade. Okay, I hear that. I do think, yeah, I don't really think that the gems themselves are really worth it, especially the lower level ones, because you can kind of get other rewards. But I agree that maybe if you really are struggling, maybe you need them. Maybe you'll grab those. But yeah, I think these guys are maybe worth it if you don't have them. But these guys right here, the blue ones, I kind of think that you're better off just using chaos particles to get them. But that's just my hot take. Okay, so I don't really need that. Let's see what else I need to do here. Oh, I need some more skins. So my titans are getting closer and closer to absolute, like completely absolute, which is nice. But I'm still pretty far off. I need more of these skin stones. I seemingly need an infinite number of Titan skin stones. I don't know if any of you guys are in the same area, but it's slow going once you get to this point where you just need skin stones. You don't really need anything else. Like the potions don't do you any good. It'd be nice if you could trade the pet potions in for either Titan skin stones or gold. I know a lot of people want to trade in Titan potions for gold, but I'd like to be able to trade them in for Titan skin stones because they're so hard to get. But let's see. I'm trying to find the number of pet potions that, or not pet potions, the Titan potions that I still have because I wanted to see how much I had. Let's see. Can I not see them on here? That's weird. I feel like I should be able to. There we go. So I have 175k. Not as much as I thought I did, but still a good amount that I just don't know what to do with because everyone is done. But it'd be cool if I could trade that in for some skin stones or gold. Either one would work. I personally would prefer skin stones because I'm still working on completing mine. But you know, whatever helps the people, right? Whatever helps the people. All right, so we did that. We leveled up one up, and I have 12 certificates that I don't really. I just think Chaos Cores is not worth me doing, but I like the large skinstone chest, so I'll do that. And we want some more intelligence skinstones because those are going to be helpful for our mages, right? Specifically the twins, which is what I'm kind of focusing on next after I'm done with my Kark. As well as, I mean, I should probably focus a little bit on Yasmin, but my Yasmin's kind of far behind, and Qingmao's good too, but I don't know. I like the twins. I really do like the twins. I think that they're really strong, and that's why I like them. Okay, so let's go to the skins. Let's go ahead and upgrade the magical attack of my Krista a little bit. Okay, that's good for now. Lars, it's fine. Isaac, I guess I could have done a little bit for Isaac, but that's not going to be the end all be all. Upgrade this guy a little bit so we can feel like we did something for Isaac. Okay, so we're looking good. I mean, it's so hard to get these last couple items. There's so many that you still need that it's a slow process. But that actually should give us at least one of these. Oh, no, we're short. I like to call them thimbles, but they're like chalice of the primordials. Like all these red fragments. Ugh, these guys take forever. I do not like these things. I can't wait for Summer Festival because I need one of those coins to just get me the last item because I don't want to use emeralds because emeralds. I mean, I get it, but like I like using emeralds for other heroes and other things that it just sometimes first world problems on that. Okay, so we got daily quest. We've gotten our upgrade. Open the Titan artifact sphere. Okay, so we have a couple that we can open and a couple that we can trade in because basically everything that we get that's not a fire or water elemental or one of those, first or second artifacts, I can trade in because I don't need them anymore. So we'll go ahead and end here. We'll leave one for tomorrow. Even though I will be getting a free 5. They always give out 5 on the weekends, which is cool. And I think part of it is because I'm not usually upgrading my gift of elements. We can do it for Daredevil. No, we can't. We'll do it for Dorian, I guess, just for fun. There we go. And we've gotten that. And now we're just waiting for that. So we're done with all our daily quests, which is cool. Nice and quick. Let's see. Do I need any of these items? Not really. Not seeing anything that I really need. But yeah, so far I actually do like this event. I wish I had more action points to show you, but I'll just open I'll open some of these just to see what I get. Hopefully I don't. Ooh, 6,000. We got the max reward there. And we got 4,800, 4,800, 4,600. So a little less than 5,000 in each one, which, I guess this one will help us make up for it. But let's see. So if we 400 short, 200 short, 200 short. So 200 is 400, we're 400 short. So 800 short for average numbers because 5,000 across the board would get us the same rewards that we got last event, right? So right now we have 43. I guess I will trade in some of these. Do I need 43? Let me do some math here. So 43 times 5 equals 215 pet soulstones. I'm only going to trade those in right now if I can actually absolute a pet on live. If I cannot, then I will not do it right now. And I don't know if that will be enough. I don't think it will. So Axel's my closest, and it won't because I need at least 371 more pet soulstones. So we're going to be short because I need at least 375 divided by 5. I would need 75 of those pet soulstone chests to be able to absolute Axel, and so we're pretty far off still, but that's okay. We will get back to that in the future. But yeah, I actually do kind of like the event a little bit better. I think there's more rewards that are available for more players. I do think it's still kind of tough for the average person or player to get enough action points to get through this event easily. So maybe I don't know. I didn't see Hero Wars giving away any free action points, but I do think that would be helpful. Maybe they will do a 5-point giveaway tomorrow. I don't know. But it would be nice. I think it would be helpful. I mean, even if there were 5, I would only be able to get to here. I'd still need at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, plus the boss. I'd probably give 3 for the boss, so 10 more probably comfortably. I don't know. Has anyone actually completed this? I have not yet, but we'll work on it. I think I'll probably get close to enough action points, hopefully tonight. Just need to get a couple emeralds probably and get going with that. But, I think there's a couple things going there. I think it's a pretty interesting event. I do think it's a great opportunity to get more soulstones for your pets. I think that's a huge game changer, and it actually helps so much when we're talking about battles in the arena and even in Guild Wars, right? So Guild Wars, uh, we can see that we've been struggling a little bit, but I will say it's been a tight race in terms of positioning. But yeah, so I mean, I do have Kark and I have Sebastian, which is good. I'd like to eventually get to a point where I can field the full team with Kark, but then I'd like to also field the team with the twins, right? So my favorite twin team has Aurora, the twins, Celeste, and Sebastian. So this is like one of those other teams that I like to field, but it'd be cool. Yeah, so they did bet the excuse me they they better the event's better. They did it last time. The event's better than last time. I agree. I think the event is better than last time. I don't know. I think it's better. I didn't like the way that they did it last time, so I do think it's a better event. I don't know how I feel about the fact that it ranges from 4,000 to 6,000, but if it's, I mean, I don't know. I guess we'll see. And with 20,000 in there, that's pretty much the equivalent of what we were getting before. I like the fact that they give you a choice. It makes you feel like you're more in control. And I like the fact that we do get more coins per like battle versus enemy. We get approximately 100, at least, right? 100 coins, which isn't even quite as many as, let me see, 100 coins. So 200 would get us to 1/5. And we were getting at least 200. Well, we were at least getting one soul stone with an item last time, right? So if we only get 200 of these storm coins, that would still be less. Let me double check this. If my math is right, we're actually getting worse rewards. Let me find last time's. Let's see. Great storm. Nope. No. Great storm. Let me see this. We might be getting worse rewards now than we were before. That's crazy. I didn't even think of that. Uh, but we may be getting worse rewards. Let's see. So we got one soul stone, which is the equivalent of if we got one soul stone, right? And this one in this box contains 5. We got one soul stone. So this should be 1/5 of this value. So 200 pet soul coins is what we should, or storm coins is what we should be getting per matchup. And I know we're not. Like I know we're getting 100 to at most 200. So what does that say when we get, well, I guess that's kind of a bad reward. So I don't know if, I mean, it's hard to gauge, but I will say every time we got a soul stone, it's the equivalent of getting 200. And so like if you got like 2 soul stones or 3, right? 3, that's 600. That's the equivalent of 600 of these storm coins. So that almost makes me question if we're really getting decent rewards here because if I do the math, it almost seems like we're getting worse rewards, even though we're getting more choice. But I guess that doesn't account for, these pet potions, but no one really uses pet potions. And then you have, well, how many chaos particles were we getting? We were getting occasionally like 50, is that right? Let's see, chaos particles, looking for that reward. Chaos particles, so occasionally we get 10. Okay, well, I guess these rewards aren't so good, but when we look at the pet soul stones in general, it looks like the rewards are not quite the same, if my math is right there. So should I select Pet Soulstone's chest or the Legacy chest? Well, Michael, I think it depends on where your pets are at. I don't quite know what's in the Storm Legacy chests. I guess I could. You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and open. I don't even mind. I'll open 30 of these, and the rest I'll just dedicate to Pet Soul chests. Whatever. I don't even mind. It's fine. I'll open 30 right now, so then you can see what's in them. And you can go from there. So I will go ahead and open these Storm Legacy ones. I was actually planning on probably opening all pet soul chests, but I don't even mind. We're good. It looks like we got more of the. Oh, there are eggs in here, which could help me potentially get to 80. And we got more of the Storm Legacy chest, which is interesting. Okay. So we got 20 after we opened 30. Interesting. And we got a couple more, it looks like. So it's going to be, I kind of think this is kind of cool that we actually get more. So maybe the Storm Legacy chests are the way to go initially if you still need eggs, and I still need eggs. So let's go ahead and open these. So we start with 30, we got to 20, and now we have 16. So this may not be a bad reward if this is, if you need eggs to continue your run. This may not be the worst choice of options here. I actually didn't know it was in these really. And I mean, if you're looking for chaos particles or the pet potions alone, you're probably not getting too many great rewards. But it's kind of cool that you get some eggs as well, because I do still need a bunch. And so we got 6, and now we got 4. Then usually you end up with 2. And then you end up with 2 again usually. And then you end up with 4 randomly usually. Wow. And then you get 2 again. Oh, no, that's it. Oh, we got 2. And then here you get 2 again, and then you probably be done after that. Okay, we're done. But yeah, so pretty interesting. I like that. We got 15 total pet summoning eggs. Wasn't expecting that, but we'll take it. So we got 10. We can open 10 right now. Okay, cool. Wasn't expecting to get any. So there's 10. And we're going to open 5. I had these 5 already. I guess it depends on what you need, Michael. I think if you need chaos particles and pet potions, you may want to consider the legacy chest. But if we're talking about straight up value, I'm assuming you may be better off. I don't know. It's a hard thing to do because you're kind of taking a gamble on the pet soulstone side of it if you open these Storm Legacy chests, because you might get eggs, you might not, and so there's a lower percentage chance that you're going to get him. But at the same time, you'll get more Storm Legacy chests. So it's like there's a cost benefit there. Yeah, so if all you want, then this is a great reward. Like if you're like Wally, where you just want particles and you just want more chests, then this is a great reward. You don't even need the pet soul chest. That's a great reward. For someone like me who doesn't have all my pets absolute just yet, I'm probably gonna do it like a half and half, like I just did, because I need all the kinds of rewards that I can get. So here I actually can probably get close to nope. So we're one more level up away. That's okay. I'm not quite able to get Merlin to level 129, but we're moving along. And let's see, can I get any more action points from that? So I'd say if you haven't gotten all 80 summonings done yet, this may be a way to help you get closer to that. I also got an action point. So I guess if you still haven't completed the event like I haven't, and you want to get further along in that egg opening, this could be one way of going about that. So yeah, no, for sure. I hope there are avatars in it. I think it'd be really cool if there were, but if they're not, that's okay too. But there we go. So we progressed a little bit there. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more, and then we got the boss. So we're still making our way around. Probably won't be able to do it here on live stream, but I will finish it eventually. And let's see. I'm going to just go ahead and get Axel because that's who I need the most of anyway. So there's 100 Axel Soul Stones. Chest is the go-to. Pet chest is the second best if you're about to promote your pet to the next level. Yeah, I hear that. I definitely think, well, here's the thing. I know that based off of what I heard from Hero Wars, this will not be the last pet event that we're going to have. And I don't know if the rewards would be better or worse. So, take that into account too. So for me, I'd rather get my pets closer to absolute faster so then I can just focus on these Storm Legacy chests down the line. But for purposes of this event, right, this chest is actually helping me out. So I'm going to go ahead and get 3 more of them. Even if I only get, the rewards and I don't get any more chests, that's okay. That was a risk I was willing to take. I got two more. So, and I got one more egg. So that was worth it to me because I got more rewards than I would have otherwise. But it just depends on what you want too. Hey, Mr. Big, nice to have you here. Doing well, doing well. We did a little bit of openings there. We looked at what was in the storm. What do you call it? Which one call it? Storm chest. Is that right? I can't remember this name. Storm Legacy chest. Okay, we opened 30. I guess technically we opened 33 of them, but we got a bunch out of them. We got like kind of like that babushka doll effect. There were more of these Storm Legacy chests in the Storm Legacy openings, which is cool. I'll probably end up having to cut a snippet of that and post a video because I know some people wanted to know what was in the Storm Legacy chests. And I'll probably just rerun some of that footage so that people can see it and make a video out of that. I also told some people I'd make an Aurora video counter, so I'll probably make that tonight as well. So there might be two videos dropping tonight after this live stream ends. But yeah, we're doing pretty well, and Pet Soul chest is as we expected. There's 5 Pet Soul stones. You just pick the hero that or the pet that you want. So pretty straightforward. I would not personally recommend these emeralds or not emeralds, these gems or items. But I do think that some of these ones down here may be worth it if you really need them. But yeah, that's kind of what we talked about so far. And I personally think that the event is interesting. I don't know if the rewards are that much better, but it gives you more options, which is cool. I do think that I kind of like the Storm Legacy reward. I do think that's kind of cool. But I still need the Pet Soul Chest. So for me, I still need those. But I do think that that's a very cool reward. Elemental Season, I actually really like. Um, I'm not sure if we actually for sure will have Astral Season after Elemental Season. I know based on what I've read, that's what it seemed like, but I haven't gotten hard confirmation on that yet. Have you guys confirmed that yet? Yeah, so Mr. Big hasn't been able to complete it either without spending money. I hear you. I hear you. I'm kind of might be in that same boat. Don't want to confirm or put myself in that situation just yet. But yeah, I hear you, Mr. Big. I hear you, and I may be in the similar situation because I'm like, I feel like I'm so close, and I don't know if they did it on purpose, but yeah. So yeah. Oh, it does say a chest is nearby. So 32 and 39, I guess, are the two that are supposed to have chests. I don't know. How do they know it's not 36? I don't know. But I guess I was told that 32 and 39 are the next ones that are going to have chests, and we will get there eventually. Um, But yeah, overall, I kind of like the event so far. I do like the Storm chest. I mean, Storm Legacy chest. The more that I think about it, the more they're growing on me, and the more that I kind of like them. So yeah, I kind of think that this is not a bad reward. I do think that if you need a pet just, to get over that hump to evolve them, this is not a bad reward either. But yeah, I do think that these two rewards are the best. I don't really think that there's any need to consider these ones personally. I'm not going to recommend that people look into them. But yeah, that's kind of like what we talked about so far. And I'm a fan of that. I like that. Okay, so let's see. Don't really need to do anything more right now on this account. So I may end up switching over to my other one real quickly. But yeah, I think we're looking pretty good here. So we can trade in our 2 Mara Soul Stones, collect those. I don't know. I don't think that pushes us close enough to being able to upgrade Merlin. Nope. Still pretty far off. But yeah, okay, so we did everything we could here. I'm pretty impressed, and that was done pretty quickly. So not too bad. I do like the event. I think they did a better job of giving us more options, and I think this Storm Legacy chest is kind of cool. Just saying. Pet Soul chest, I also think is very cool because I need those. But yeah. I also cannot wait until we have our next event, right? The next big event, which I believe is Summer Festival. I keep talking about that one because I can't wait for it. It's about a month away, maybe a little bit more than a month, but it's about a month away. I'm looking forward to that. That should be a big event. And I'm hoping I can get some items for my heroes so that I don't have to worry about, right? Like this Vanquished Absolute is an absolute difficult item to obtain because there's so many components. Like it's like you got to build the shining armor, you got to build the all-seeing eye, you got to build two of these chalice of the primordials. You got to build, the Vanquished absolute recipe. Oof, that's a mouthful. But yeah, I can't wait for that event because I definitely want to finish up some of these items that it's taking me a really, really long time to organically build. So that's really cool. I think Chaos Particles are rarest in the game. I agree. You opened all but 2, and 32 and 39 are the only two positions that directly connect to the only two chests. Yeah, I think you're right. Um, Although I'm not sure. Yeah, I guess that's true. So they do directly connect. But how do we know it's not 36? I mean, I guess that's fair. I do think it's 32 and 39 as well. But yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Good call there, guy. You're probably right. Actually, I'm like 99.999% sure you're right. So yeah, I'm gonna go with you're right. I probably should have picked up on that earlier, but good catch. I'm impressed. And yeah, that's kind of what we're looking at there. And so far, I will need to make a counter video for Aurora. And so I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, guys, but here are my thoughts. I really think the only counter to Aurora straight up is going to be Chava because it messes with her ability to give dodge to her entire team. Excuse me. And everyone else kind of potentially doesn't really hard counter Aurora. So you can see Chaba like eats Aurora, which takes her out of the fight, which can be one way that you could utilize Chaba in a matchup. Of course, one on one, Chaba's not going to take out Aurora, but in a team, 5-on-5 situation, by taking Aurora out of the fight, that significantly decreases the dodge that is implemented on her entire team. I think that's a huge counter. I'll probably make a video on that later today. Someone was asking me about it. Then also, I think Rufus potentially is a soft counter, right? Because Aurora's basic attack will eventually penetrate Rufus's amazing defensive capabilities. He's actually one of the best tanks in the game, highly underrated now. Just given, he's gotten more skins, he's gotten a couple slight reworks to his skills that have just put him in a situation where Yasmin is no longer able to easily take him out. Used to be that Yasmin could take him out like no problem. But now that poison effect of Yasmin, and she deals more pure damage now, and now that he can't be taken down by pure damage, it's pretty crazy. So that's another factor. I think Corvus is also an option there. Soft counter though, because obviously depending on who is around Aurora, Corvus may not be a viable option. I've seen people say that Lilith is a counter to Aurora. I have not seen that to be true. I would need more evidence of a team. I mean, this is just based off my preliminary research. I'm probably going to spend a couple more hours before I make my official counter video, but that's definitely what I'm thinking so far. Corvus and Isaac. Okay. I do like Isaac as well as a counter to Aurora. One of my concerns though is if you have Aurora with like someone like Kark, um, or Kark and the twins, like will Isaac and Corvus still be able to easily defeat Aurora? That's like one of my concerns because I've seen teams that are Aurora, Kark, twins, right? They just decide to power up on every single tough hero, and then I've seen like Martha as a healer. I've seen this, and does Isaac with Corvus still hold up? So obviously you got to put Morgan in. Sebastian's always good. Let's find Isaac. Where's Isaac? There we go. And then, I don't know. What do you think's good here? Martha as a cleanup? I don't want to put Jorgen in because that would be unfair. But I think if I put Martha in, that may do okay. Let's see this. And the whole reason is I want to see if Aurora will get taken down still. I know Kark is really good against Corvus because he doesn't take a whole lot of damage from that altar that Corvus summons up, which is a problem, right? So this thing doesn't deal a whole lot of damage to Kark directly, but he does deal a fair amount of damage to Aurora's team because of Aurora dealing damage to it. And it does look like that's a viable option. I like that. That's good there, Wally. I like that. But you know, she's still in the fight here. It's not like she's knocked out just yet. Sebastian just got taken out. That is not good for the twins if they start activating. But Aurora did go down. And it looks like the Undead may pull this off with the help of Martha. And these minions. I love these minions. They're so funny. I don't know. I just really like that. And I like saying minions. So will they be able to pull it off? I'm going to speed it up here because it looks like they might be able to. Yeah, now that Lars is down, I think there's no doubt. Okay, all right, I see that. So yeah, I could see the Corvus with Isaac potentially being a good option. Did they not win, or did they win here? Oop, didn't mean to do that. Let's skip that battle. Did they win or lose? They lost. Wow, they got timed out. They still could not win, even with Aurora getting knocked out because Martha held out. Pets will change that outcome. But anyway, okay, cool. Heidi is a clean counter to Aurora. Huh. But is that only in a 1v1 setup? Because sometimes a hero that's a counter in a 1v1 setup does not necessarily equate to a hero that is a counter in a full-on matchup. Let's see. So, I mean, here, yeah, we got Heidi beating Aurora, sure. But will that still hold out in this kind of matchup here? Let's try a situation where we can have that happen. So we got Heidi. Is there a team or hero recommended for the boss fight in the Storm event? As of right now, I do not think there is. But I actually think Heidi's actually pretty good against that boss. And the boss fight, let's see. There should be 3 opponents. I believe it's very similar, I think, to the last time. I have not heard that it's any different. I personally haven't done it yet, being honest. It's just of what I've heard from other people. And I haven't seen anyone actually completely beat it yet. So, hotkey for pet and totem is Q. That is absolutely correct. Let's see, Heidi, and let's see, Cornelius is always good against a team like this. Oof, Maya is good too, but Maya being in the first position is not good. Let's see, who can I put in? Martha and Vari. No, see, the issue is that Heidi gets pushed. Well, I guess I could put Heidi in the second position, see how it works out. We need a damage dealer. We need a damage dealer. We need a damage dealer. Dante? But then Dante gets in front of Heidi too. I don't like that. I want Heidi to be in a prime, like more straight, like in the front line position if possible. But it's really hard because so many heroes are behind her. Actually, him. Sorry, Heidi's a him. I always call him a her. I guess we can put Luther and see if that distracts, but see how this goes. Okay, so Luther is distracting, which is good. And Vari is able to counter Kark, which is nice. Heidi is doing pretty well and able to take down Aurora there, but then he gets taken out by the twins. That's tough. It's like, how do you account for these twins? Like, the twins are tough with Heidi, right? Because Heidi's only one hero. I mean, the thing that I was thinking is like, well, I guess you could put Leanne in maybe? Let's try putting Leanne in with these guys instead of Sebastian. Well, Sebastian's good. Let's go ahead and try this without Luther. So let's go ahead and put Sebastian in. Ooh, Sebastian's in front? I don't like that. Martha. Who else do we have? Celeste? Nope. We had someone behind Heidi. Cornelius. Let's try this. Maybe this is better. It's a pretty weird team. I've never seen anything like this. Card gets taken down faster this time. And got a stalemate there. So even though Heidi beats Aurora one-on-one, it becomes increasingly difficult when you have Cornelius with a huge takeout of Lars there. But it looks very difficult to actually put that into practice when you have a full-on team. Okay, sorry. Been missing this. Okay. Yep. Yes, yes, yes. So the hotkey is Q, just like was said. And yeah. So Mr. Big, if you ever want to test those out, I actually have a video on them and where you should be testing them out. So let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. Let me find it. So hotkeys. So I do have a video on this, but this I think is where I do it. And I think the best place to actually end up testing them out is with your Titans. And so for me, you can also test it out in Pet Adventures, which is where I do it here when I showed this. Again, this is an old video. This is like more than a year ago. But the best place to do the testing and using the totem with Q is in the Tournament of Elements. Like I love testing them out, especially against the Lords. They're so hard to beat. But you can kind of vary up your timing on it, and that can really play a factor. I think I have, well, maybe it's not explicitly written here, but it should be. Let's see. So I guess could put it in, but like you got one. Well, that's fine. Q actually was not even a thing for a while until pets came along, and then Q became more prevalent. But yeah, because I used to just click on it, but Q is now officially the totem, and it is also the pet. So yes, that is completely correct what Guy said, and that answers the question there. One-on-one pure damage overall is what I'm targeting when it comes to Aurora. Toss in Sebastian. Okay, we'll toss in Sebastian, put Dorian or Isaac. Here's the thing though, it's not a hard counter if you use more than one counter hero. So like Isaac, in my opinion, is already a counter hero. Corvus plus Isaac is two counter heroes. Um, so I mean, I'll put Isaac in, but now you're making it so that the real counter hero is Isaac. It's no longer making Heidi the counter hero. Does that make sense? Like it's not a counter if you need to use two or three heroes to stop one hero. Does that make sense? Um, let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and put in Rufus here. I actually think Rufus is a counter too, so I don't want to put that in. We'll put it in Vari. Martha. It's just so hard to factor in because I think there's so few counters that are actually counters for Aurora. You need to have like a straight up line to defeat her, or you need like Aurora plus some Heidi or someone to counter her other than just like Chaba. I think is the hardest counter that we have for Aurora right now. Let me put Satori in. Let's see how that goes. Oh, ooh, I should not have put Satori in because Satori. Oh, they don't have Sebastian. Never mind. They had Sebastian. Satori wouldn't do anything. Satori did pretty well there. Man, Martha was holding her own there for a minute. Was it Satori that actually took out Aurora though? I need to see that again. Perfect. Okay, and let's see. So the Fox does hit, but then it's a basic attack from Heidi actually took out Aurora, I think there. Okay, all right, cool. So it's possible. You just maybe need to use a very specific team. So Heidi's a soft counter because Heidi on her own cannot, or Heidi on his own. I always say her because Heidi to me seems like a female name, but Heidi's actually he. Okay, so that's interesting. I'll definitely point that out. I don't know if that's a hard. That's gonna be a soft counter because you need other heroes around it. So a hard counter is one hero that like on their own they can kind of dictate the fight. So I think Chaba is going to be the hardest counter that we have available right now for Aurora. I will probably just go ahead and use this energy as well. But okay, that's a good start, and I think that was pretty solid. Okay, does anyone have any other questions that they want to talk about? Because if not, then I think we went over a decent amount of stuff there. We talked about the event itself. We did a quick opening of some Storm Legacy chests. I'm going to have to make a video on that because people were asking for it. It'll be quick. So that video is going to be made. Someone asked me to make an Aurora counter vid. We just talked about what we're going to do for that video. What else? We did a bunch of stuff for the elemental season, which was cool. I think astral season is coming after it, so not really too much of a break if that's really the case. We'll be having another season right after this. Hero War is really trying to burn us out right before the start of the summer festival, which is about a month away. So I guess they're trying to double up on these events. So they're doing elemental season, and then they're doing astral season, and then we got summer festival right after. And it is officially, actually, I think it's like 3 days out, but we're about. It's close enough that I'm going to say it's Yasmin's first birthday. So we got to give some love to Yasmin. Happy birthday, Yasmin. Um, it has officially been almost a year since she's been introduced to the game. Crazy because it doesn't feel like it's been that long, but it's true. She's been around for almost a year. So she is no longer a little snake. She is a slightly bigger small snake. So definitely got to work on her. But happy birthday to Yasmin for turning 1. And I guess we gotta showcase her abilities, right? So since we have Yasmin, we gotta have her beat someone on her birthday, make her feel special. Let's go ahead and put in a team here that she can beat. So I guess the team would be like, I don't know, Kark's usually pretty vulnerable to Yasmin. We'll put in Astaroth. We will also put in just a quick end to this video, I guess, is going to be Yasmin just destroying a team. Yeah, we'll just have her beat up on Kark solo. What the heck? We'll go one-on-one versus Kark. Hopefully she doesn't lose. That would be kind of embarrassing on her birthday. Can't have her lose on her birthday like that, you know? So with that being said, we're going to probably end this live stream today. I will be doing another live stream tomorrow morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I don't know what time that's going to be for different people, but a lot of people have been asking me to do multiple live streams, and now that I am on summer vacation officially, I will be doing another live stream tomorrow. So Saturday, Sunday, I'll be doing some live streams. And we'll see how that goes, if I can keep up with the pace of that. And hopefully, we have enough people coming in that it makes it possible. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for being here for this live stream, for hanging out with me, for sharing some knowledge with everyone. And I know some people end up watching these like the next day or later in the day. So thank you again, guys, for hanging out with me, for having a great live stream, for talking about the different events that we had. Right, we have the Great Storm, Elemental Season, craziness going on in Hero Wars right now. Multiple events at the same time. Usually there's only one, and it's kind of slow. So it's nice to have all this going on. So I want to thank you guys again. And with that being said, make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button, right? Yeah, awesome. And if you haven't already, sub. And I look forward to seeing you all in Dominion, guys. So thank you so much for a great live stream. Oh, you know what? Sorry, I will use your team, Wally. I didn't mean to cut you off like that. We're not gonna do you dirty like that. Okay, so you want me to use your team? We got this. We got this. So you want me to use your team? We'll use your team. Anvari, before I end, Anvari, Arachne. Really, I do not like Arachne personally. I don't know why. Sebastian, Heidi, and Dorian. Okay, so Dorian's amazing. I think Dorian's underrated. Let's go ahead and use Dorian and Heidi. We'll close with this. We'll close with this. I apologize. All right. Well, I will say Anvari is always good against Kark. I don't know how the team will do against Aurora, though. I mean, Heidi's obviously a counter, but I mean, I guess the stun with Arachne will help. Anvari taking down Kark there. Ooh, Arachne did a little bit of damage there to Lars, and Anvari finished him off. So that's huge. Now the only issue is going to be Aurora, and seeing if she can take him out. I'll do it again tomorrow too, but we can try it right here. I've already gone into it. Heidi doing some damage. Anvari. Yeah, the question is going to be, can they take out Aurora in time without having Martha heal Aurora enough? And this is a problem with someone like Arachne is, can she do, oh, she did it. She did the teleport. I was like, can she do the teleport in time to take out Aurora to stop the damage? And it doesn't even look like Martha's really healing too much here. There we go. Now she's healing. Only 30 seconds left though. Can they beat out the clock? Oh man, it's looking kind of tight. I don't know. Martha might hold out. Got some poison going from Heidi. Anvari preventing her from using her skill. Arachne did a teleport. Dorian using his first skill. Sebastian. Oh, so close. So close. Oh man, so close. But not that time. Not that time. But anyway, all right. With that being said, that was a really actually thrilling finish. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I look forward to seeing you guys all tomorrow if you can make it, and if not, I look forward to seeing you all in